Hi, it's Amy from prettypurpledoor.com, and this is one of my neighbor's landscapes. And every time I walk by this house, I think, man, this would be like super simple to make a beautiful low maintenance landscape. So today I'm just going to do it and kind of give you an idea of what I would do in a case like this if you have a similar landscape. So the first thing that I noticed that's like super weird is every time I drive or walk by this house, I'm like, why on earth is there an arborvitae tree that's like in the way of the garage? Like why is this here? So get rid of this. This is crazy that it's like legit blocking the access to the house. So step one, remove arborvitae tree. Step two would be to, I mean, at some point, I guess, there's a sidewalk here, which is also super weird. But what I would do would be to actually make this a driveway. This would add like immense value to this property. Just the sheer simple change of tearing out this part of the sidewalk and just making this a drive that you can actually access the garage to. So simple update, wouldn't take much effort, but huge return. Again, we are getting rid of this tree because it's completely blocking the driveway. Okay, so that's step one. Step two would be to just take this area to the left of the driveway and put some plantings in here and a border of some kind so that you don't have to drag the lawnmower over to just do this strip of land here. Just make it a planting bed of some kind. Same here. Incorporate this tree into a planting bed. This whole little square here could be something. In the front here, I would add something really pretty, whether it's actually like an urn or just like a really showcase plant, and then I would repeat that on this side here because there you go, very welcoming at that point if you kind of just repeat it on either side of the walkway. And when you would do this, you would just make sure that you plant it far enough in from the sidewalk that when it's full grown, it's not going to overgrow this walkway. You want the walkway to be as wide as possible. In fact, you could also just kind of start over here and over here and make this like just sort of like a mulched area so that it takes up a little bit more room, and it also kind of widens this walk a bit as you walk up to the house. And then what I would do is repeat that color closer to the house. Maybe a different plant, something smaller, or you could do something super tall and like spiky here. And a great color to go with this purple that I'm using is like a chartreuse, like a yellowish green. So I might add some of that and look at how that makes that pop. The next thing that you could do would be to change the door color to match this sort of thing. I mean, I'm a fan of purple, so we'll just go purple here. The color doesn't matter, and the color purple doesn't matter at all either. It's whatever color you choose. So if you chose an orange door for this house, which an orange door would actually look pretty nice as well, you could basically go that route too. And this is a crazy color orange, so obviously it's just an example of what you could do. And here, if I do like less saturation, you could kind of adjust. That looks pretty good. How about that? Okay, so over here on the right side of the property, again, this is just like a mowing nightmare. And I see this guy outside. He has a little boy, and I just wonder, man, he could be inside playing with his little boy or in the backyard playing with the little boy. And he's out here mowing the grass, and it just, to me, that's just like sad. Like, Let's give him his freedom back, right? So what I would do here is just make a circle of some kind. And like, this is like totally not accurate, I guess, of a drawing. But even if this just had a little patch of grass and the rest of this was filled in, and then again, you could take sort of that similar color and put it here. And then at that point, you could put that color over here as well on this side strip and just sort of, and maybe bring it in here too. So now you have a rounded bed here, a rounded lawn that there's no trimming, there's none of that. And then over here, same thing, it would be all, this would be all filled in with plantings. Maybe under the tree, you could put some hosta or something else that would grow under here that could do well in a shady area. So all sorts of, even just little ground covers and a little shrubbery here just to fill this area in under the tree. And that's what I would do. Here's the angle here from the other side, and I think you can get the point. I just wanted to show the front because from this angle you can't see that the garage is actually being obstructed. And here's the side yard. This yard, they have like this awesome dog, and when I walk my dog down the street, the dog, this is where Samson stands. He's a big Weimaraner. And he just can't wait for us to come down the sidewalk. So I walk this way every day, and I think to myself every day that this is like the worst. Like, who wants to mow this? Like, if there's somebody out there that enjoys mowing these like weird strips, like, I'd love to hear from you because I don't know anyone that actually would want to do this. So this is really simple. I mean, just take this grass out, lay down some mulch, and again, just fill in with a couple evergreens and then carry that color down the side. And what else do we have? We had like a pinkish. So there you go. Problem solved. And suddenly you went from having to mow this, trim around this tree, trim around these shrubs, and then trim down this whole side to really only having this one little circle to mow. Super simple, but I think that would help a lot. So let me know your thoughts.